This is Chris Kelly with your Core Complete Hip Internal External Rotation Test. Really the purpose of this test is to gauge mobility of the hips. One of the goals of our program is to maintain mobility with stability so we don't lose range of motion as we're training through this program. With that said, this is a great test to periodically check yourself to ensure that you're maintaining full range of motion in the hips. Alright, with that said, the way we perform this exercise, I want you to lie your back. You're going to bring one knee up to about 90 degrees. And right here, I'm at about 0 degrees of either external or internal rotation. All right? Internal rotation being turning the leg out this way, external rotation being turning the leg out this way. All right? So beginning with external rotation, what I want to try to do is just turn my leg in towards me as far as I can comfortably. And I'm looking for about 45 degrees of external rotation. And I'm pretty close. I'm at about maybe 40 to 45 degrees. You don't really need a goniometer to measure this. I mean, this is close enough. This kind of gives you a frame of reference. Ideally, I would like to be almost up here parallel to kind of my kneecap. So, I might be a little tight, but I'm within the range. I know that I'm okay at this point. All right, by the same token, I'm looking for about 30 to 35 degrees of internal rotation, and I'm trying to turn my leg out. And we've got a little problem here because I noticed that my leg is not nearly as flexible in the internal rotation. This is a common thing that you see in men, but this would be a red flag. This is something that I want to address with corrective exercise. All right. And the other thing that we want to do with this test is compare one side to the other. So I'm going to bring my leg up. I'm going to try to internally rotate as much as I can myself. That's pretty symmetrical there. Again, I'm trying to bring myself into internal rotation here, and I see that again I'm dealing with around the same deficit. So I'm symmetrical here, but if you find that one side is way off versus the other, you have more range of motion or less on one side or the other, that's definitely a red flag. You need to make a note of that and really focus your training on that area. But apply the proper corrective exercises, as we'll show you in the next videos, to your issue, either increasing range of motion internally or externally, and that is your internal external rotation test.